Though you wouldn't know it from that old photo, Bette Davis is 71 and still working, and still the opinionated lady she was when she was the Empress of Hollywood. "I do not regret one professional enemy I have made," says the redoubtable Miss Davis, "and if you aim high, the pygmies will jump on your back and tug at your skirts." Or from this Yankee Puritan, "A good percentage of our lives is spent doing things we loathe. Marvelous. It puts starch in your spine." Well, Bette Davis recently deserted the East Coast, where she had lived for many years, and moved west again to Hollywood, the scene of her old triumphs and her old battles. Among the triumphs, 2 Oscars. She had 10 Academy Award nominations. Among her battles, her famous losing fight with Warner Brothers that ended in the courts after she'd gone on strike. Bette Davis had trouble not just with on-screen lovers and off-screen executives. She went through tempest at home, too. Miss Davis has had 4 husbands. First, bandleader Ham Nelson. 5 years of marriage, then divorce.
Ham, of course, was just, I outgrew him.
Yes.
I got older.
Then Arthur Farnsworth, businessman. 2 years, and he died.
The lovely, lovely guy died, you know, Farney.
I know.
This would have worked. This would really have worked. He had no jealousy of me. He had a damn good job himself at Disney's. He was Yankee.
Third, William Sherry, a painter. 6 difficult years and out. Sherry beat you.
Yeah. Believe me.
Really beat you out?
I had this marvelous doctor in Laguna Beach, and after about taking care of me for 15 years or so, he said, "I've got to ask you something. How could any bright woman like you marry the men you did?"
And finally, Gary Merrill, 10 years, ending back in 1960 in divorce. That was her last try. Why in the world did you marry Gary Merrill? 4th time around, so you're hardly a novice. He's an actor. You shouldn't have married an actor. He's
I swore I never would. I think I decided, because I love marriage. I believe in marriage. I think a woman by herself is a perfectly asinine a way to live.
Also, you believe that in order to go to bed with a fella, you've got to marry him, or at least you believe
yes,
that.
I was brought up. Absolutely no hidden corners.
Were you 26 years old
when I married Ham?
And you were...
I was a virgin.
You were chaste at the time.
I was chaste.
At the age of 26?
Mm-hmm. He was a fool. I'd known him since I was 16 years old in prep school.
So if you love a fella, and you...
But my mother I blame deeply for this. See, I am so for the change in the morals today. I really am, because that is not a reason to marry.
To go to bed?
No, that is not a reason to marry. That is a ridiculous reason.
And then, in your compulsion to work, in your devotion to your career, and your mother's devotion to your career, you aborted your first child?
2.
2?
He begged me to. I did what he wanted.
This was with Nelson?
He did. My first husband, he did me a great favor, really. If I had had children that young, it's very possible I would have chosen the children to bring up. And I'm fortunate, because at this age, had I never tried to do what I wanted to do, I'd be a pretty disappointed woman.
Do you need the money, or do you need the work, or do you need...
I need the work.
You really said, Betty, it has been my experience that one cannot, in any shape or form, depend on human relations for any lasting reward. It is only work that truly satisfies.
Yes, that stands by you. It isn't that many people don't add a great deal to your life. But I'm talking about as a permanent thing. That's the least disappointing relationship you can have.